Greetings, gamers. Kevin and Eric here with another game night for you, and today we're playing Royal Rumble on the Sega Genesis. And I decided to take Royal Rumble for Sega Genesis over the Super Nintendo because you can't go wrong with Hulk Hogan.
No, you really can't. And I remember playing this as a kid, and it's when I first started to get into wrestling. Watching it and everything else, and
this time era, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
And Lex Luger, of course.
Yeah, you can't get wrong with that. The narcissist. Oh, the roles. Well, you can't go wrong with the model, too, apparently. And Papa Shango. Come on.
Papa Shango, yeah.
Oh, we could go on forever with this
Ramon.
roster. But, no, they actually made the same thing for Super Nintendo. I think this one came out first. Or maybe it's like, because of this system, the exclusive with Hulk Hogan. But on Super Nintendo, you got Mr. Perfect. And come on, Mr. Perfect or Hulk Hogan, I think.
Mr. Perfect is no Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. But the big deal about this game is, as far as I know, this is the very first wrestling game to have a Royal Rumble option.
I believe it was.
That's why they just called it Royal Rumble.
Because this was probably back in the
early
to mid 90s.
Yeah,
and
early, definitely.
I remember they started having the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and 30 men in the ring, and you throw each other over the top rope. And
no, it was awesome, man. It was awesome, and there's so many great stars that are in this roster on this game.
Yeah, back in the day,
how many
this
to pick
was
from? And when you're going through here, Undertaker, Crush. You can't go wrong with Crush.
with him and his mullet.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. They couldn't fit the name, just put Jim Duggan. Yeah, Narcissist, not like
That's right. He wasn't the All-American.
Yeah, not yet. Shawn Michaels, I think he's still kicking.
Not active,
but still around.
Yeah.
Papa Shango. I mean, this is a healthy roster, man, and it's got like all the main guys. When you think of like wrestling from this era, they didn't miss any key guys. You do have your extra fun though. I think I'll go for the speed of Bret Hart though.
There you go.
Well, it'd help if I hit B instead of A, so B is the controller for that one. I got it picked.
Right. Yeah. And I gotta go with Taker.
Oh man, he's going for the kill there.
Absolutely.
Now the controller going to be interesting.
So let's see, that's punch, that's run.
A is run.
And kick.
Ooh.
Punch, kick, and...
Yeah, even though we got 6-button controllers...
It wasn't supported at that point.
Yeah, they didn't support it yet, I don't think. So it's just going to be the 3 buttons. Yeah, it's a lot of tapping in this one. Papa Shango's going to have to back off. I just remember it was pretty much suicide if you climb the ropes in Royal Rumble mode.
Yeah, because you pretty much you get knocked off and then you're basically out of the game.
Yeah. So you just want to, even though your health can get as low as you want, as long as you're just in the ring at the end, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how to grapple and...
I want to say it's a combination of B and C at the same time. You got to kind of like tap them really fast. That's the hard part of it. Once you get in there, oh man, the computer is just lethal with that. Alright. No. So we got, I'm guessing that's Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels,
we got
Razor Ramon.
Yep, Papa Shango.
Yep. Man, this is a game that said you need some Mega Fire controllers.
I'm already tired.
This ain't no picnic for me neither.
I don't remember it being this hard.
I remember when I was a kid and I had this, I want to say I used a Mega Fire controller.
Of course you did.
You're just like holding button like,
little kid.
Hey, that's the way to roll when you're a little kid. Oh, man. There we go. Shawn Michaels at his best. But you almost want to stay away from the ropes as much as possible, because if they get strong enough, they can just throw you over the edge, I think. But yeah, this is definitely, I can feel the age of the game trying to play this.
Yeah, a little bit.
This didn't exactly go like a fine wine. I do remember, as great as this game was, because it's the first one, I want to say the next one after this, the mechanics were a little bit better. I think it was Raw they made after this, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was Raw. And that one is very similar to this, but I think it had maybe a bigger roster.
Okay.
And they had those like crazy moves, like the guy would float around like Doink the Clown would kick you in a ball and stuff.
Doink the Clown.
Yeah, no. We'll see how...
well, someone just got thrown out.
Yeah, and then you get...
and so did I.
Don't worry, if you hit start, or B or A, you're the next guy comes in, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Did you hit a or B or start?
No, start pauses it.
Because I do know if you hit something, when the next time a guy comes in, you can control the next guy. Unless that's raw.
Maybe.
Ugh. I don't know if that's raw or this one, but I remember it'd make like a bell noise if you did it right. It'd go ding ding. And I'm going to see. I got no health, so we'll just see how long I last.
Yeah.
And if they kick me completely out, then that's going to be it. But yeah.
And there it goes.
Wow. Now, I remember there being a button. Nope, that must be in the other one.
Wow.
So that's your entire game on this one.
So that's that. We didn't manage to throw anyone out. We didn't do any moves.
No.
Maybe this game is not as great as I remembered it.
Not as good as I remember. Definitely not with the Mega Fire controller. I think you almost need it because we're sitting there tapping the buttons as fast. I mean, it's not like we're slow. I mean,
that was odd.
I mean, it just seems like
I wasn't able to get a grapple in.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do a single move.
No.
All I basically did was run around and punch and kick people.
And get slaughtered.
So
now we're stuck with the fun of putting money on who's going to win the Royal Rumble, just like real wrestling now. That's all we got. So, I don't know.
Well, Duggan just came in and threw someone out.
I guess we're going to be commenting on IRS or Hulk Hogan, it's going to be looking like. That's what I'm going to have to watch for a bit.
So that's the entire roster then. We're down to the last 5 because no one else is coming in.
Oh, it didn't ding another one in? Yeah, so at least this is going to be it.
This is it.
So this is what you can expect, guys. At least if you're not good enough to keep playing, you can watch the computer go and start betting your wages on who's going to win.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, probably could have looked at the controls and, look to see if there's anything we can do differently to increase our chances. But
I remember it's mainly just pounding B and C on there, and you could at least do some type of move.
At least, randomly struggle your way through a few moves and.
Man, but to just get slaughtered that quick.
That was a full-on assault, and it did not end well for us.
No, not in the least. But, I mean, the other thing that's kind of limiting in this version is, I mean, what kind of moves you can do. All you can do is grapple. You can do, like, a jump. I mean, you can bounce off the ropes and do that kick move.
Yeah, no, it's true. And, the set pieces for this probably are not too elaborate.
No, unfortunately.
But
I think that's where I was thinking probably the Raw version of this on Sega Genesis is the one that...
The one that took place after this?
Yeah, the one that was like the sequel to this, so to speak, and that one had Royal Rumble in it. That one did just as many characters, except the characters seemed to have more movesets, and I think I remember it not having to work so hard on the controller.
Yeah, that was rough.
To win a grapple, I mean...
And there goes Hogan.
Oh,
and
man.
IRS.
Uh-oh.
Crush is just crushing it.
Well, it's that pink hair.
Yeah.
I gotta go up on... Nope!
Whoa!
Duggan or the Narcissist?
I'm going with Duggan.
All right. Come on, Narcissist. Not looking good for me. Headbutt will solve that problem. Turning the tables. Wow.
A lot of elbow drops.
He's got it.
Come on, get him back up. Oh. He shrugged it off. Now he's choking him. I don't think that's a valid move.
Well, it is for this, apparently.
And the eye rake.
You can't go rake over the eyes.
Come on, Duggan.
Now, who's in the back announcing? Can you even tell?
That's got to be Bobby the Brain Heenan on the left.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
You got it. There you go.
Hacksaw's out of there. Does it have the classic voice? No, he just puts his hand up. I think it's the Sega CD one. They had his audio.
Oh,
and he
really?
says, "Let's get ready to rumble" and everything, and it's all classic. But right there, and then you get to listen to the music of the guy who won, which definitely wasn't us. But
no, it was not.
That's Royal Rumble for Sega Genesis. Maybe it's not the best thing to be digging out from the retro archive of wrestling games. From what I remember, Raw was much better. We might try that another time to compare.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people say when they say retro wrestling games, they're referring mostly to the N64.
Yeah, probably. This is the first one I ever played. Obviously, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I remember it being a lot better. But,
yeah, but things change over the years. Did not age like a fine wine, apparently.
It did not.
But other than that, that's it for Royal Rumble, guys. Sorry it wasn't much longer, but it's just not that good to work with, apparently. We'll have a different one next time, and I'm sure it'll be a lot more interesting. So give us some comments, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
See ya.